Donald Trump's new top advisor says his candidate will be changing his tone and acting a little more presidential. But on the campaign trail today, the frontrunner wasn't exactly showing any signs of that.
You know, I sort of don't like toning it down. So Lion Ted took a really nice meeting with the RNC, Republican National Committee. Took a really, Raphael. Yeah. Raphael, straight out of the hills of Canada. 4 years, Canada.
Toning it down, he is not. Our political panel is here to weigh in. Joe Lestingi is a partner with the Chatterdine Group. Amos Snead, partner at S3 Public Affairs, former spokesman for House Whip Roy Blunt. Gentlemen, nice to be with you.
Thank you.
Brand new Fox polls out to take a look at. First to California. Donald Trump up by 27 points. Up by 27 points. Fox News poll out of Indiana. Donald Trump up by 8 points. Things a little closer there, especially with the conservatives in Indiana. Ted Cruz at 33. So to Amos, you now. As we look at Donald Trump, Paul Manafort, his new campaign guy, saying, oh, yeah, he's going to tone it down, he's going to be presidential. And you almost hear Trump thinking, well, if it ain't broke, why fix it? I'm leading in all the polls.
No, I think that's absolutely right. I mean, he gave one speech, and everybody in the media said, this is the new Donald Trump. Here comes Donald Trump 2.0. He's softer. But I think we're going to continue to see Donald Trump as the Donald because he can do Donald Trump better than he can do anybody else.
Well, it seems as though part of the campaign is let Donald be Donald.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're right. If it's not broken, why are they trying to fix it? He has done things that no one thought was possible. We've declared him dead many times, and he's always come back.
We've all eaten our words.
And every single time, no matter how often we sit up here on this stage and talk about it, he comes back. So why fix it? Obviously, he's getting news stories, and when he goes through laws, he comes out with a new one. And this may have been just one of those tactics.
Amos?
I think they're going to hit it full court press because they're trying to wrap this up before the convention. And they're in a great position in California and Indiana. So I think that one speech was the softer Donald Trump that we'll see from now until the next.
And then we'll see what happens after the convention. You know, his campaign will tell you largely they've been running a general election race. They don't really view this as a primary race going forward. I know you're excited, and we're going to see which Democrat you're going to get to be talking about. Let's look to the Democrats now. The race in California, unbelievable polling coming out. Fox News polling, California, Hillary Clinton 48%, Bernie Sanders 46%, within the margin of error. Indiana 46-42, Mrs. Clinton on top, though still right at the margin of error. As we look at the Northeast come Tuesday, it really seems like Clinton is going to run away with it. She has double-digit leads in a lot of states, those kinds of things. But if all of a sudden we head to California and Bernie Sanders is either tied or wins, that changes everything, doesn't it?
I think it would, but let's be realistic in some expectations. I mean, when the Northeast gets done voting and her lead grows, I think you're going to see some momentum change out west. The story's going to change. The narrative's going to change. She becomes the presumptive nominee if she's got the delegates locked up, and those states begin to fall back to what they used to be like, which are these states that do these symbolic primaries at the end, and they still do their delegates.
What happened to symbolic primaries?
I mean,
we've lost them all.
She was supposed to be the nominee the entire process, right? I think she does have in the Democratic Party has a Sanders problem, right? What happens to all of these supporters, especially the young people, and how much money he has on hand? And if you look, 45%, according to polling that came out today, said they would not support Clinton if she's the general nominee. So I think there's a wide divide Democratic Party, and I don't know if it's something she can consolidate.
Does Amos have a point, though? Because you talk to Bernie Sanders and you see the enthusiasm of Sanders supporters. You go to Sanders events, those kinds of things. It's a whole different feel than anything ever happened at a Hillary Clinton event.
No, I think that this is... Listen, I voted for Bernie, but I'm perfectly happy with Hillary. And what we see here is just like what we saw in 8. Hillary supporters were very anti-Barack, and they were angry, and you remember the scenes of them yelling. And then eventually they came back on board. I think we've got the same thing. We do not have a core issue problem like the GOP has. They are fighting over what they believe as a core value in their party, and that's a very big problem.
All right. I don't have time for a last word. Sorry, Amos. You got it on the last one. All right, Amos, Joe, thanks a lot, guys. Don't keep looking at me like that.